If Haley needs me, I can walk away from everything, even the stage. A lot of you still don't get it. She's not just the girl I married. My life didn't freeze. I used to be sleepless, numbing myself with anything I could think of, destroying myself. She stepped into my life and said, either get help or lose me. I heard her words. She stayed with me through that chaotic time, helping me rebuild myself, and finally I became someone who could truly live. By 2022, my face wouldn't work properly. I couldn't smile or even drink water. I thought I was done, but every day she gave me hope. She firmly believed in me. You didn't see 2021 when she was in the hospital bed just after a mini-stroke. I shut everything down. Tours, meetings, all of it. I just sat there playing guitar with no audience, only the hospital hallway hoping she would be okay. You didn't see 2024 either. 18 hours of labor with no epidural. I held her hand, watching her fight to bring our son into this world. That's when I realized I'm not a kid anymore. I'm responsible for this woman and this family. You call it settling, I call it growing up. She might not be the best partner in your story, but she's the right one in mine. Black actors who suffer from having large sizes fourth place, Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan's image made him a constant target of media attention. While this attention turned him into a heartthrob, it also blurred the line between admiration and disrespect. His body became a subject of constant objectification. Third place, Idris Elba. Idris Elba has long endured public scrutiny over his looks, charm, and masculinity. This attention has become invasive, making him feel at times stripped of the respect and value he deserves as an actor. It raises the question of whether his artistic achievements have been overlooked due to these superficial perceptions. Second place, Tavante Rhodes. Tavante Rhodes became a rising star thanks to his impressive screen presence and physique. However, the attention he received often shifted away from his acting skills and towards endless discussions about his body. First place, Shamar Moore. Shamar Moore carved out a place for himself in the entertainment industry with his tall, handsome appearance. He has been seen as a fantasy figure by many fans, which brought him fame but also a darker side. His image often reduces him to a fantasy figure rather than being recognized as a versatile actor. Breaking news. At 3 a.m. last night, Demi Moore quietly walked into a rehab center in Los Angeles carrying a bag full of documents. She took Bruce Willis by the hand and said, "I will never leave you again." Then she did something that left Emma Hemming Willis stunned. First, she took Bruce Willis home and personally signed his discharge papers. Bruce didn't speak, only gripping her hand tightly. She packed his medications and slippers, then silently drove him home. Next, she completely took control of Bruce's medical and financial decisions. Before dawn, she contacted his neurologist. By noon, she had reactivated an old joint account with $4.2 million inside. Finally, she rebuilt his life. She hired 2 new caregivers and arranged shifts to ensure Bruce received constant care. Now his meals are on time and he's sleeping better. Demi even created a therapeutic garden outside his room. Emma Hemming Willis was completely blindsided by all of this, but Demi never asked for her permission. She was fulfilling a promise. So, do you think this is devotion or has she gone too far? Drop your thoughts below and let's discuss. Isn't it because you're pretty, you know that? Now take your shirt off. These were the words Tanner Homer said to Athena before he began preparing to torture her. The jury sat there already uncomfortable, listening to over an hour of recorded tapes that showed Tanner Homer repeatedly torturing Athena, essentially killing her over and over again. The tapes show Homer first luring Athena from her yard to the back of his FedEx van. He then picked her up, placed her in the van, shut the door, and drove away. But Athena, she was very smart. She sensed something was wrong and began asking, "Where are we going? What are we doing?" Tanner Homer didn't respond to her. She even repeatedly asked him, "Are you a kidnapper?" Athena asked again, "What are we doing?" Homer finally spoke, calmly responding, "We're just going to hang out for a bit." When Athena asked why, Homer said, "Because you're pretty. You know that? Now take your shirt off." Athena began to cry and said, "My mom said you shouldn't be doing this to me. I want my mom." Then he attacked her, and from here it's too disturbing to continue. I don't want to say more. If anyone has something to say to this vicious Tanner Homer, please leave it in the comments. Did you know that Brock Lesnar didn't shed a single tear after losing the match? But no one realized that this carefully planned storyline actually brought him 3 major benefits. Recently, Brock Lesnar's crushing defeat at WrestleMania and his retirement announcement caught a lot of attention. Some fans noticed that, in fact, Lesnar may have been the real winner of this entire event. His expression seemed a bit unusual. First, media reports state that Lesnar has worked for WWE for over 30 years, and during that time he took several breaks but always returned due to financial pressure. pressure. Now he no longer has to endure the physical pain caused by constant matches. Instead, he can leverage his long-standing fame to secure more high-paying commercial endorsements. Second, Lesnar was defeated by Obafemi within the first 5 minutes of the match, which surprised many viewers. However, insiders believe that by willingly passing the spotlight to a rising star, Lesnar successfully reshaped his public image. Finally, even though he's retired, Lesnar is still one of WWE's highest-paid superstars and earned a substantial payout. This income ensures a comfortable retirement. Let's all cheer for Brock Lesnar. Did you know? A white teacher was fired for refusing to hug the only black student in her class. It happened at a party at an elementary school in Michigan. The teacher hugged every child, but when it was Aaliyah's turn, the only black student in the class, she patted her on the shoulder instead of hugging her, then moved on to the next child. Aaliyah felt deeply hurt, tears in her eyes, pleading for the teacher to come back, but the teacher deliberately ignored her. This was racial discrimination and an insult to her dignity. The moment was quickly recorded and spread online, sparking public outrage. Aaliyah's mother filed a complaint with the school, and the administration conducted an investigation, confirming the incident had indeed occurred. That same afternoon, the school announced the teacher was immediately fired because her behavior caused serious harm in a public setting and involved personal attacks. The school made a swift decision and fired her on the spot. Some people believed it was just a small oversight, but others felt it was clearly deliberate. She hugged every child but skipped that one black girl. The kind of hurt this causes could stay with a little girl for a lifetime, affecting her sense of self-worth and trust. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments.
Many people have always been curious about why Jude Bellingham and Erling Haaland seem especially close. During matches, Bellingham often naturally moves closer to Haaland when he is tired to rest, and when emotions run high, he frequently celebrates with hugs. These interactions gradually caught public attention. Over time, some people even described it as a form of habitual reliance. In contrast, his public interactions with his partner Ashlyn Castro are relatively low-key, which has also sparked discussion. His explanation is simple. It is more about naturally formed chemistry and trust. This relationship can be traced back to 2020. At that time, the 17-year-old Bellingham had just joined Borussia Dortmund, while the 20-year-old Haaland was already a key player. As they adapted to a new environment, they gradually became familiar with each other and often spent time together both in training and daily life. There was also a moment in a match when Haaland quickly stepped in to protect a teammate who was being shoved, reacting very directly. Even after both players transferred to different clubs, this connection has continued. Because of this, many people believe they share a brother-like bond built through growing up together. Brazil faced Japan in the round of 16 of the FIFA World Cup. From the very beginning, the match was highly intense, with both sides playing aggressively. Japan showed a solid defensive structure and sharp counterattacks, while Brazil tried to control the tempo, but struggled to break through easily. In the 29th minute, Japan scored first through a well-executed team move finished by Sano, taking a 1-0 lead and shocking the match atmosphere. After falling behind, Brazil increased their attacking pace, but Japan's defense remained well-organized, and their goalkeeper made several crucial saves to keep the lead. In the second half, Brazil stepped up their offensive pressure. In the 56th minute, Casemiro equalized with a precise header, bringing the game back level. From that point on, Brazil continued to push forward, creating chances through crosses and long-range shots, while Japan focused on compact defending and quick counterattacks to slow the game down and manage fatigue. Just as the match was heading toward extra time, in the 95th minute of stoppage time, Martinelli scored a decisive goal in a crowded penalty area with a composed finish. Brazil completed a dramatic comeback to defeat Japan 2-1 and advance to the round of 16.